On my back, some scale-like things have emerged. They vaguely form a pattern of a four-legged mythical beast, looking very much like the legendary divine creature Qilin from Dragon Country. I practiced until evening. Hongye came to call me for dinner, for dishes and soup, all home-style cooking, but it smelled incredibly fragrant. Hongye did not sit at the table. Instead, she stood by waiting. This was the rule. A maid is not qualified to sit at the table while the master is eating. Seeing the scene, I remembered my 3 years in the Shen family. On the surface, I was the Shun family's son-in-law, but in reality, my status was even lower than one of the Shun family's dogs. Every day I did laundry and cooked, serving Shen Yinran's family. Yet I wasn't even qualified to eat at the table. But I still gave my all for the Shun family without complaint or regret. Yet, in the end, what I got in return was having my other kidney taken as well. The night passed uneventfully. Early the next morning, I went out, preparing to search for some medicinal herbs to treat Ningxin's eyes. Shen Yinran really struck hard. She caused devastating damage to Ningxin's eyes. Under normal circumstances, even the best hospital couldn't possibly cure it. But I possessed the 9 Revolutions golden needles, along with some special medicines. I have a 100% certainty that I can restore sight to Ningxin's eyes. I arrived at the most famous, traditional Chinese medicine pharmacy in Jiangdu, Huichun Hall. If I can't find all the herbs I need here, it will be hard to find them anywhere else. In a vast medical hall, countless patients were being treated, and dozens of medicine pots were brewing. Waves of medicinal fragrance wafted through the air. Hundreds of silk banners sent by patients hung on the walls. Truly worthy of being the most famous Chinese medicine hall in Jiangdu. Business was extremely bustling. Even getting medicine required queuing. I wasn't in a hurry, so I queued slowly. After queuing for a full half hour, it was finally my turn. I handed over the prescription I had written, but the other party didn't even glance at it. If you want to get medicine here, you have to follow my prescription. Otherwise, who will take responsibility if something goes wrong? I'll take responsibility myself if something goes wrong. Moreover, the illness I need to treat is something you can't prescribe for. I said calmly, if you're going to say that, then I can't fill this prescription. Du Gaoming, the chief physician of Huichun Hall, snorted coldly and said, Kid, do you know who this is? He is Du Gaoming, the miraculous hand of Huichun. Old Master Du, there is no illness in this world he cannot cure. The person next to him, seemingly his disciple, immediately said proudly, I was just about to speak when someone pushed me aside. Are you getting treatment or not? If not, move aside. A young beauty, supporting an elderly man, unceremoniously took my place. Du Gaoming no longer paid me any mind, and immediately began taking the patient's pulse. A moment later, Du Gaoming's brows furrowed, and his expression became grave. Generally, when a doctor frowns, the patient knows the problem is serious. However, the old man seemed quite philosophical. Doctor, you could just say it directly. Du Gaoming sighed. This disease, I truly cannot cure. I can only prescribe some medicine to regulate your body, perhaps to prolong your life a bit. Hearing Du Gaoming's words, tears immediately welled up in the young girl's eyes. Although she had already mentally prepared herself, the shattering of her last hope inevitably brought sadness. Seeing the scene, I couldn't help but say, weren't you just saying you could cure any illness? How come you can't even treat a minor illness now? Kid, do you know what illness he has? I dare say, no one in the entire Dragon Country can cure it. Du Gaoming frowned. Sir, earlier, I was in a hurry to treat my grandfather and cut in front of you. I apologize. The young girl bowed slightly to me and said sorry, then prepared to help the old man leave.